Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at a website that I personally use when it comes to managing my own investments here in Australia, New Zealand and abroad. And it's a website called Sharesight, okay? If you've recently just got into investing and you're struggling to keep on top of your taxes and things, this is a great platform to use to get a gauge on, the taxes when it comes to investing as well. It can be quite hard to stay on top of it. Dividends and how do I pay tax on this? Do I pay capital gains tax on this? Sharesight takes care of everything for you, which is such a great asset to have. It saves you a lot of time rather than typing it into Excel or downloading all your latest statements and things and handing it off to your accountant. All this does it for you, and then it has a lot of reports that you can just print off at the end of the year, hand them off to your accountant, or do it yourself as well. So saves you a lot of time, which I'm always about when it comes to investing, trying to streamline things and automate things in a way so it all just sort of happens mechanically in the background, so I don't have to keep on top of it, monitor every dividend and monitor every update and everything like that. This all sort of takes care of it for you. A little disclaimer before we jump into today's video though, guys. I do have an affiliate agreement with Sharesight. So if you were to go on to use the paid subscription with Sharesight, I would receive a small commission for that, but there's no pressure there whatsoever. And on this channel, I don't want to start pushing products or anything crazy like that, so you're not going to see many videos like this at all. But I do personally use this product and I recommend it as well. And it's free to sign up, so you can sign up and you can hold up to 10 holdings for absolutely no charge whatsoever. And then if you have more than 10 holdings within your share trading account, then you will only be capped at those first 10 that you put in. So that's when you want to upgrade to maybe the paid version. But like I said, I used the free version for maybe 3 or 4 years before I went on to use the expert version. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, just some of the key features and things you can use when using this platform. So that's what we're looking at today. But like I say in every video, guys, everything we talk about is purely educational. Do your own research around anything. With that said, let's jump into today's video.
Alright guys, so I'm on the back end of my Sharesight portfolio here. I've actually created a YouTube portfolio. So this is not my actual portfolio we're looking at today. And any position in this portfolio is not a buy recommendation or anything like that. Just made this video just so you guys can get a bit of a gauge on what the back end of Sharesight looks like. Also make it easier if you want to open an account, or if you currently have an account, you can go through and just change a few things if you want to make sure you stay on top of all your tax obligations for your investing. So here we have, we're just going to do a quick overview on some of the key things here as well. Some of these features on this one are only available in the pay version, but I'll mention that when I'm going through as well. So just scrolling down, this is my YouTube portfolio. So quick summary here at the top. This portfolio has average return of 15.39% per annum for the total return, sorry. And then I'm tracking this against the benchmark, which is VAS, the Vanguard Australian Shares Index ETF, which you can only do this in the paid version. Unfortunately, you can't do this on the free version. So this is a great way to sort of track, see how you're comparing to another ETF or another whatever ETF you want to sort of track against. And then these are my 3 holdings within my YouTube portfolio here. Top of the list coming in at Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company there, and then also A2. Everyone knows who A2 is, the A2 milk company out of New Zealand, and then also MCK Millennium Courthouse Hotels New Zealand, where they own and operate about 20 odd hotels up and down New Zealand. Also, they do develop a lot of property in New Zealand and Australia. So that's my total portfolio, my YouTube portfolio here, coming in current value of $23,803.50, capital gains of $10,000, and also the dividends over the time. And I put these trades in at the first one in 14th of June 2016, and then progressively, and obviously I'll just show you guys after this how you add a trade and delete a trade as well, and then the currency differences. So this is a big one, especially for Sharesight. Great way to keep on top of currency differences, from when you brought your position, especially if you're investing in the US, and what this keeps on top of that, because this can affect your returns dramatically over the space of your investment, depending on when you brought your equities internationally, that is. So that's the current returns there on each position, with the total return coming in at just shy of 10 grand there. So that's just the basics here. Let's say I wanted to add a new holding into this portfolio. I would click on this add a new holding over here. It's pretty simple. I can import it manually here just by typing in, filling the details on the left here, or I can also directly get them imported from my broker. Most brokers are on here. I generally just import directly from the broker. It's a lot easier, especially if you've been buying and selling a few things, or you can just go manual as well if you're not buying and selling very much at all. So let's say we wanted to import some ETF units, and we're going to go with VAS. And let's say I just bought these, so I just bought 150 units of VAS at a price of $88. So let's say we go 88 The brokerage, sorry, it's coming 88. The brokerage was $19. So we'll just double check what you've done here just to make sure it is actually what you've done. You can go back and amend it later as well, if in case you muck something up as well, or you forgot to add something in there as well. And also you can backdate this as well with this trade date option here as well. You can just open that tab up there and click it whenever you made this purchase or sale, that is. So then we can save that trade. So we save that trade, new trade added successfully, and then it'll take us back to the main overview of your portfolio here. And then the current portfolio value up the top there, 37,000. And now if we scroll down, so this is the US equities at the top here. This is the benchmark, like I was saying, VAS. And then if we look under the ASX tab here, we have that VAS has been added to the portfolio. And that's what it's currently done. So we're down $7 on our VAS investment. So that's how we import particular shares or ETFs that you're buying to add to your portfolio. And then if we carry on, I'm just going to show you a couple of those quick things at the top here as well, just some things you may have overlooked. Holdings is pretty much similar to what we were looking at there, just your main sort of overview as well. But let's go through and have a check out some of the reports. So you can have, this is real handy come tax time. I can't remember exactly what's included on the free version and not on the free version here, in the one of the paid versions. So you got the taxable income reports. These are great, especially when it comes tax time. So you can jump in here and just forward these straight off to your accountant, or do it yourself if you're doing your own taxes as well. Everything's super easy. It's already automated for you. You can just download these reports and send them directly off to your accountant. Or even you can give your access to certain parts of your portfolio here straight to your accountant, so they have access over it as well. In this tab here where it says settings, so here it is. This is my portfolio name, YouTube, and the tax residency of this portfolio is Australia. So I'm a New Zealand citizen, but for tax purposes, I'm an Australian resident. So that's what I'm currently residing, and I've made this portfolio the same as that. And then you go through, financial year ends on 30th of June. And there's a couple of other basic tax settings in here as well that you can change. But once you've set this tax residency for this portfolio as Australia, you can't go back and change that at a later date. So that's something you've got to be aware of there. Tax settings, so we can go through here depending on how you're investing, whether you're investing as an individual, self-managed super, or as a company, you can go through and change that there. And this is the portfolio sharing tab here that I was saying about earlier. So I can send this directly off to my accountant so he can go through and have a look and make sure everything's all squared away before the end of the tax year. So that's just some of the basic settings you can access there in the settings. And also you can delete this portfolio as well, manage your sharing for all your portfolios. Let's say you've got 3 or 4 different portfolios. You've got one set up for your kids, you've got one set up for yourself, one set up for your wife as well maybe. You can manage them all through Sharesight here as well. And then we can jump into integrations, which is like I was saying before, you can integrate directly with Xero and also get all your trades that you've done directly from your broker as well. So that's pretty much it there, guys. Very basic overview. If you've got any questions on anything I've covered off on there today, guys, drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to sort of help you out. I may even do a follow-up video if there's a few questions around something that I sort of skipped over. But it's pretty easy to navigate through here, guys. I'm sure if you spend half an hour an hour, you probably get the gist of it. Just sort of give you guys a quick overview of it. And like I said, there's no pressure to go onto the pay version thing. You can open an account with Sharesight and get access to your top 10 holdings or your 10 holdings. But if you've only got 2 or 3 holdings, then obviously the free version is a great way to go, and it's a good way to monitor and track your portfolio. If you got some value from today's video, guys, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. And if you want to see some more future videos of this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. With that said, guys, we'll wrap that one up there.
Alright guys, hope you got some value there going over Sharesight. If you've got any questions on anything I covered off on today, drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out. It is free to sign up to Sharesight if you have up to the 10 holdings, and they're not forcing your hand or anything. I was on the free service for maybe 2 or 3 years before I went and started doing the paid subscription. And like I said, I do have that affiliate arrangement with Sharesight, so if you did go onto the paid service, I would receive a small commission for that. But I'll definitely recommend you just go over and check out the free version if you want to just work your way around a little bit, especially if you're just starting out and you don't even have any more than 10 holdings, then it's a great place to start and just gives you a good understanding of how to track your portfolio, track the dividends, track any capital gains or any of the currencies, especially if you're investing internationally as well. With that said, guys, if you enjoyed that video, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that like button, and if you want to see some more videos like this moving forward, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. With that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, guys.